You are a fool. That's what I would say if you didn't watch this entire video. You personally chose this video to improve and stop making mistakes, right? You gave me a chance, and I bet you won't regret watching this video. That's because in this video, I'll cover genuine mistakes, not just random tips, but real mistakes wingers make during their games. Don't worry, these points won't be about meditation or discipline. Yeah, you obviously need those, but this video is going to be something different. I'll be showing you the 6 mistakes every winger makes that cause them to look average. And there's also a bonus mistake that I'll reveal at the end of the video, so you better stick until the end to make the most out of it, because if you don't, someone else definitely will. So yeah, believe me, by the end of this video, you will surely learn something you didn't know before. Let's get into it. Mistake 1. Zero vision. I notice a lot of wingers making this error I call zero vision. It's not about their eyes or anything, more like lacking any real purpose when they get the ball. They just drop the shoulder and charge down the line full speed. No thought behind it, no checking around, purely on instinct, I guess. That leads to trouble quick. You hit the corner flag, glance up finally, and the box is empty. Defender's just standing there grinning. Why does that happen so often? Because the winger outpaces the striker completely. It seems like wingers are usually the quickest on the team. Speed is a big advantage, but using it without matching the striker's run turns you into a solo act. Unless you're Messi and you can dribble 100 players at once and score an amazing solo goal. Coordination matters a lot. Great wingers handle it differently. They scan before moving, look at the striker's position or shape. Is the striker cutting near post or staying central in the box? Maybe arriving a bit later. Then they match their speed to that. I think speed on its own wastes effort without seeing the play ahead. So when you touch the ball next time, hold off exploding forward right away. Just a quick pause, check the striker out, maybe even catch their eye. Run with some plan, not just feeling it in the moment. A cross like that with no one to aim for, it ends up as an easy kick away for the defense. Mistake 2. The weak foot dilemma. Firstly, I want to clear something. On one of my previous video, there were a few comments which said you can play with a weak foot. Look at Yamal and Messi, because of a point I made saying that if you have a weak foot, you need to make it stronger. Guys, the point here is that they are Messi and Yamal. You aren't. They are naturally talented, so you need to up your game. The only error is being anxious about having a weaker foot. This is a reality for many players. There are far too many moments when a winger makes a cut to the inside of the field, creates a dangerous situation in the penalty area's vicinity, settles the ball on the weaker foot, and either rushes themselves or attempts an awkward effort that fails because of panic, while they have ample time to settle the ball and shoot comfortably. Being a winger means you're always being marked. You cannot consider having a defender on your opposite shoulder as a panicked situation. If you choose to shoot because of fear of being dispossessed of the ball once it finds you on your weaker foot, you have wasted a significant opportunity to score. If and when you are 100% confident that you will successfully score a goal, then pull the trigger, be ruthless. However, if you are not as confident, take your time to reset the ball and either pass or prepare to attack again. There is a significant difference between elite-level athletes and us, the general play. The difference comes down to composure. Work on your weaker foot every single day. Continually try to develop it as obsessively as you possibly can. However, do not let ego or fear prompt you into taking any low-percentage shot with your weaker foot. Quick pause. By now you already know that these aren't random tips, but genuine mistakes most wingers make on the pitch. Everything I've shared comes from nearly 2 decades of playing football, making mistakes, learning the hard way, and improving step by step. So I would really appreciate if you like and subscribe the video, since it takes a lot of effort to put 2 decades of experience in just a single video. Also, drop a comment telling me what kind of videos you want to see next, because I don't want to create just any content. I want to create videos that are truly for my audience. Mistake 3. The wannabe. Being a winger does not mean you can skip the pressing part. That just messes up your own progress, I think. I've noticed it plenty of times already. Like when the ball gets lost and the winger is just jogging around up high, waiting for something to happen. It almost seems like they feel defending is not their job or something. They show up only for the flashy moves and the good moments. That's not a great attitude at all. Goals that really matter usually come from putting pressure on the other team instead of all those fancy dribbles. Wingers are the ones who push defenders to screw up. They make the goalkeeper rush on a bad pass. Pressing turns out to be the key thing. It's not something you can ignore. Remember that slip by Steven Gerrard? Everyone talks about how it ruined Liverpool's chance at the Premier League title. He panicked right when someone pressed him hard. That's what caused it. When you press right, it helps keep things safe back there too. But more than that, you get chances to attack fast. Grab the ball high up and the defense is all mixed up, only a few steps from scoring. Coaches spot that kind of effort right away. A winger who presses smart stands out as real trouble for opponents. The ones who don't just blend in and get swapped out easy. So yeah, don't just focus on putting the ball in the net. You need to affect the whole game, whether you have the ball or not. Press like you mean it, with some real drive. That part gets overlooked sometimes. Mistake 4. Gotta up your speed. This one is simple, but brutal. If you're a winger and you are slow, I am sorry to say this, but please, for the love of them game, either learn to be quick or change your position. The wing player showcases the need to be quick, and you should play to stretch out the defense, making the fullbacks retreat, while at the same time putting defenders in the position of fearing your speed when accelerating. When defenders do not have a reason to worry about you beating them to the ball, they will play higher up the pitch with confidence, thus creating an anticipation of your game plan. Yes, Messi has times when he is walking during a game. However, his ability to accelerate is pure power with explosive speed, defined during the first 5 meters. This is the most important part of a winger's game, is not about running constantly, but rather about accelerations within short periods of time. During his early years at Manchester United, Cristiano Ronaldo would take one touch and be out of there. The great news, however, is that speed can be developed through training, utilizing sprinting technique, mechanics, strength, and repeated sprints to create your own pace. A slow player at the wing is going to limit you as a player. However, a fast player at the wing creates worry in the minds of the defenders before they get the ball. You need to evaluate how much, if at all, you put fear into the defenders when you are posting wide. Mistake 5. Demand the ball. I see a lot of wingers who just hang back on the wing, like they are waiting for the ball to find them or something. That does not work at all. If you are playing that position, you have to be the one starting things, right? You were supposed to kick off those attacks that can really hurt the other team. Even when there are 2 defenders right on you, you still need to call for it. Ask for the ball no matter what. It builds this confidence thing with your teammates. They start noticing how you are always showing up, whether it's in your own half or pushing forward in the final third. Over time, they trust you more and look your way without thinking. Personally for me, as I am a winger myself, I constantly ask for the ball. Sometimes in the final third, sometimes on the far end of my wing, and sometimes even on my own half. The best players on the wing, I think they focus more on making plays than just trying to score every time, like key passes that set up chances, or those through balls, cutbacks into the box. That is what makes the position fun, creating those moments. Sometimes the team feels under pressure, and you just know it's your turn to step up. Give me the ball, and I will try to carry us out of it. That is part of the responsibility, I guess. Sure, you might lose possession here and there, but that's okay. Hiding from it means you do nothing at all. It seems like fearless wingers don't even care how many guys are marking them. They just worry about getting the ball into dangerous spots. So keep demanding it, again and again. If you do not believe you can turn the game around yourself, why would anyone else on the team think that? Some players might stay quiet to avoid mistakes, but that just keeps everything stuck. Mistake 6. Overskill Kills. The beauty of skills lies in their effectiveness. The skillful execution of moves like step-overs, elasticos, and body feints can be turned into a great advantage. When used without purpose, however, these skills become self-sabotaging. Some wingers attempt to display their flashy skills with each touch they take. They may try extra step-overs, unnecessary spins, flashy tricks that do not create opportunities, and then subsequently, no possession. Skills are not meant to entertain, they are meant to be efficient. Now you might say, look at players like Vini Jr. or Ryan Cherki or even Neymar. What about them? They show a lot of flashy skills. But hey, they're Neymar and Shirky, and you are yourself. Again, Neymar is not watching the video, you are. Currently, you need not impress the crowd, you are there to beat the defender. The simplicity of the body feint and then explosive push can be just as effective as a series of 3 stepovers. The simplest option is often the best option. Quick 1-2, then run behind. You may be the fastest player to the end of your run, and you have successfully put the ball in the net or created an assist, and that will ultimately get you the most attention. Learn every skill you can, train them, and master them. Ask yourself when you are playing, is this the fastest way to get past this defender? If you cannot answer that as a yes, keep the skills simple. Overusing skills will not make you an elite player. The ability to make good decisions will make you an elite player. Mistake 7, the bonus tip. You do not learn. It's a difficult reality to face, but the truth is, you will probably make those same errors again. You might even make the same errors in your next game. This is a common thing. What is not common is repeating those same mistakes without making any changes. To improve as a player, you have to do more than watch videos. You also have to implement what you learned and reflect on what you can do after an event. You need to think about questions like, did I run with my head up? Or did I press? Or did I force a weak-footed shot? The best players in the world continue to make mistakes every match they play, but by looking at them, changing and adjusting to be able to continue to learn from them. If you are a true football player, you should constantly be thinking about your performance before training, during games, and after playing, while lying in bed and going over those moments in your mind. Improvement has nothing to do with how uncomfortable you would feel while learning something. You will need to be very honest with yourself in the process of improving. Make sure to comment that you'll apply these changes, and I encourage other fellow wingers to like each other's comments. That way, every time someone likes your comment, you'll receive a notification from YouTube, and it might remind you to start improving from your very next game. That's it. The ultimate goal is to watch and learn, one mistake at a time. If you made 5 out of the 6 mistakes in your last game and then reduced that in the next one, that's improvement right there. Progress isn't about being perfect overnight. It's about making fewer mistakes than you did before. The only real mistake is not learning from your previous ones and repeating them again and again. Like and subscribe to False 10. And if you want to watch an even better video than this one and keep learning from my insights, click the video on your screen right now. I'll see you in the next one.